I don't know why I feel like for a lot of you, this could be someone new. Yeah, someone new, like a new energy. So maybe you've met them, but nothing has ever happened between you guys. But I'm seeing someone being ready, feeling like, listen, I've got everything right now. I've got my pentacles, you know, I've got my swords. So we're talking about the mind, the passion, and then the love, and then also the stability. And this person's like, all right, I'm looking for my person to join me in this on this journey, you know. This is why we're talking about someone being alone, but someone having it all and be ready to give, but not only being ready to kind of like provide, as we say, you know, when you meet someone and you have this vision and these future goals and you're thinking about providing. We're not seeing just someone that wants to provide on this aspect. We're seeing someone that also wants to be there emotionally and give you also their time and love. So definitely just not the financial aspect. What else? Could be someone that is distant, could be someone that you've spoken to online, could be someone that currently you know, you're following each other, but there's some sort of distance between you guys. So you might not be speaking right now, or you might be talking but you're far away. Someone that you definitely need to walk away from at some point for whatever reason. And even if you didn't walk away from them, you walked away from the idea of entertaining anything with them. Sometimes, you know, you might have crushes and then at some point you're like, oh yeah, whatever, and then you just move on to the next, or you stop thinking about them. So this is what I mean by walking away from it, from the energy, from the person, from the idea of it. But definitely someone walked away from it. This is why nothing ever started. But we have someone feeling confident right now because we have the Emperor. The Emperor usually knows exactly how to get whatever they want to get. So if this person thought or believed there was no way to actually make this happen, this person wouldn't be in the Emperor position. But we are seeing them in the Emperor position. So there's something right now telling them, all right, you've got everything under control. You know how to play this game. You know, you just got to move your thingy. And we see someone doing that. So someone walking away from the idea of possibly not having you, and be scared of losing you or getting rejected or having something, and eventually that goes away, you know, because we have the Five of Pentacles energy. But yeah, even though we have these fears coming from someone, like we said, not only is a loner, you know, and we can see that they're independent, autonomous, they have whatever they need, but it's someone that, we said, they're used to being alone. They enjoy their own company. Also could be someone that's not used to being the one to make the first move. Or up until now, it feels like they might have thought just about themselves. So by not being with someone, by not entertaining someone, they might not know exactly how to approach, you know. And this is why we see the fears of being scared of being rejected, or even the fears of being scared of being with you, and then eventually you know, you're walking away from them. So the fears of abandonment. And we're seeing someone that even though they have all these fears connected to you, the connection, and what else could possibly come out of this, there's someone that's still ready to fight for it, you know, to move past these obstacles and celebrate. Because there's someone here that believes, and remember, we said this is alone, and this is someone that enjoys their own company. They live comfortably, they have everything that they need, but they want to be with you, and they see being with you and going out with you, entertaining something with you, they see it as a celebration, right? So this is basically overpowering the fear of abandonment and rejection, because they know that possibly being with you could actually bring this excitement, celebration, this feeling of being at home, being seen, being understood, you know, because there's something also familiar about this. All right, how do you feel about this person, in case you do know them? So I see confusion from your side. There's definitely temptation we have with the devil, and closeness. Even I would even say a lot of passion, but there is, if not confusion, wishful thinking. So I'm just gonna quickly clarify for you. So I feel like from your side, if you haven't given up yet, I feel like you're being defensive. And I'm not gonna lie, I just feel like you're not being positive or optimistic enough when it comes to this specific person that is trying to come to you, and for you to know who this person is because I told you how you feel about them. So if this is how you feel about someone, when it comes to this person, I can clearly see that you're not being optimistic enough, and this is why you're just seeing the situation as something that you should just let go of. It hasn't started, it's not starting, maybe this person's not coming towards you, and this is why you're like, all right, I'm not seeing anything new coming in. I'm not seeing anything positive coming out of it. I'm not seeing movement. And even though I believe it could have been an opportunity, it could have been something successful with the Ace of Swords, nothing's happening. Therefore, I'm just like putting an end to it. Because I'm seeing you putting an end to it. Even though it hasn't started and you could just walk away from the idea of it, I see you putting an end. So somehow it has started, maybe in your mind though, or the emotional side of it. It feels like somehow you already invested in it, even though nothing started. And this is why you've came to the conclusion of, all right, I'm going to put a dot into it. You usually don't end something that hasn't even started. For you to end it is because it started somehow. So if you did start physically with this person, it started with you mentally, emotionally, you know, getting invested in this person. And so you're like, you know what, I'm not seeing anything happening, therefore I'm just going to put a dot so that I can protect myself and stop being invested in it. This is how I'm seeing it. I guess this is coming for you, because even though you're about to completely walk away from it or put a dot and put an end to this, this reading is coming to you as a confirmation of this person finally getting the balls, finally taking action, you know, finally being active, and pursuing you, communicating to you. Okay, let's see what's next. Got the Chariot. What did I say? This is someone determined, and this is someone coming to you already. The Chariot is always in the movement. No, what the fuck am I saying? Yeah, the Chariot is always on the move. So when we see the Chariot, this is not just like focusing on something, putting the idea on paper and then planning on when to do it. No, when this comes out, you're already doing it somehow. You've already started, you're already on your way, you're already on the road, right? So I would say this is something definitely happening in the immediate future, because I can see how fast everything's happening. We've got a lot of movement and action. And finally, what were we talking about earlier? I don't even remember. But now we finally have the Emperor. So we finally have someone being in the Emperor position saying, all right, I think it's doable now. I've got everything under control. I know how to play this game. Let me do it. I can do this. You know, I can get what I want. And that's the Emperor finally embodying this energy and going for the Empress. So this is someone that is ready. Like we said, this is a loner. They could have been alone for a long time. And this is someone finally stepping into this energy of the Emperor. But we also have the Empress that came with the Empress. So this is someone looking at you as you're the one, like we are the same. This can actually work out. We are on the same wave, right? This is someone feeling like you're the ideal partner. You just match so well. You vibe. I feel like this is someone that usually doesn't do much, and it wouldn't be someone that, like, this is someone that would be okay with being by themselves. Simple as it is. And they weren't necessarily looking for someone, and they're not out there in the dating scene. So I feel like all of this, they're really giving it their all, because they actually believe you could have been sent for them specifically. Because we have the Emperor and the Empress, we have cards that letting us know how hard and how they truly believe that this could be it, that you could be the one. So there's something, they must know enough about you, they must have seen enough about you to know that you could be this great match together. So yeah, we're seeing someone ready to risk it all. I feel like someone has realized we have the Temperance and the Two of Swords and the Hierophant. If they do want this, they want something stable, they want something real, and they actually want this to go somewhere, they need to take action and to make a decision right now, not tomorrow, right now. Enough time has passed. And enough time could pass to the point where even if they were to come towards you, you wouldn't be there anymore. So you gotta be quick. I'm seeing a choice. Choosing each other and choosing to be with each other. We can see, even though they are the opposite, they're also very similar. Could also be an interracial relationship. Could be the same-sex relationship, because we don't usually have two of the same sex represented in, you know, many decks, but in this one we do have it. So it could be the same sex, or it could be interracial, or there's some differences but at the same time similarities. See you in the next.